Friends, this is a video for those who are struggling with very simple mathematical operations, namely addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Look at this, what I have done. This is the first mistake which students do. They are not able to crack what is this minus 5 plus 3. One of my students said minus 5 plus 3 is 8. The other was confident that minus 5 plus 3 is 2. Now, why is that the students get it wrong? Because the students, I guess, are unable to understand what the term minus indicates and what the term plus would indicate. Mathematically speaking, if I want to find this, I want to solve this small, very basic sums 5 minus 3, minus 5 plus 3, 5 minus of minus 3, 3 minus 5, minus 3 plus 5, and minus 3 minus 5. How do I solve it? One way is to remember a rule, and that rule is simple. What you need to do is that you just need to remember that whenever you come across such kind of numericals, then you need to remember that we need to get a difference while solving this. When I'm using the term difference, it means I need to subtract the smaller term from the bigger one. So for example, in this first problem, 5 minus 3 is equal to, the bigger term is 5, the smaller term is 3. I get the difference, I get 2. So this is the rule 1, that I need to get the difference. Then what sign should I put? The second rule is that the sign I should put on this number is the sign of the bigger number, right? So for example, in this numerical, I get the difference 5 minus 3 and the bigger number is 5, its sign is positive. So the answer is plus 2, or simply it is 2. Same rule I can use for the second term, minus 5 plus 3. What is the way I solve it? I get the difference. The difference is, though the problem is minus 5 plus 3, but the difference is 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. I get the difference, and now I need to put the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is this, so the sign is minus. So the answer is, I need to put a negative sign to this, so the answer is minus 2. Here becomes the answer. So minus 5 plus 2 is minus 2. The fourth one, 3 minus 5 is equal to, again what I need to do, I need to subtract the smaller number from the bigger one. So 5 minus 3 is 2, and I need to put the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number sign is negative, so the answer is minus 2. This is minus 2. Same thing goes here. I need to get the difference between this. Bigger number is 5, smaller number is 3. The difference is 2, and the bigger number sign is positive, so the answer is positive. Now, what if both the numbers are negative? If both the numbers are negative, then the rule changes. What you need to do is that you need to add these two numbers. Remember, this is a different story. When you are having minus 3 minus 5, both are negative. Now we should not get the difference. What you should do is that in this case you have to add these two numbers. So add 3 plus 5, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, and straight away put a negative sign. So the answer is minus 8. So this is unique problem. Similar to this, if suppose I get minus 2 minus 3, what I do is this, I have to add the 2. 3 plus 2 is 5 and put a negative sign. So minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Another example, suppose it is minus 1 minus 6. So what you need to do, add 6 and 1, 6 plus 1 7, and put a negative sign. Right, so this is how we can solve a mathematical equations. One more thing, if you encounter a problem like this, now what is this? This is 5 minus of minus 3. Now if such kind of problems are asked, you need to now solve it as 2 minus minus is plus. So this has to be solved in a different way. This is 5 minus is plus. So plus 3 is equal to 8. Remember, here though you are having two negative signs like this, but you are not supposed to put a negative sign here. Similarly, if I take an example like this, 2 minus of minus 1, what you need to do is that you have to add the 2 and then put a positive sign. So this is plus 3, this way. So these are the possible variations where you would get for addition and subtraction involving two numbers. Now this can also be understood very clearly by using a number line method. Look at this. This is called as a number line. This is 0. On this side you have positive numbers. On this side you have negative numbers. So this is 0. Here it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Here you have plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So this is called as a number line. Now we will solve this numerical again. 5 minus 3. So how to solve this? We already know the answer by the earlier method. What you need to do is that you need to get the difference, which is 2, and put the sign of a larger number, bigger number, which is plus 2. So the answer is known to us. But let us try to visualize this using a number line. So 5. So where is 5? This is 5 on the number line, and it is minus 3. So when it is minus 3, you need to move backwards on the number line. You have to march backwards. So 5 minus 3. So 1 back, then 2 back, and 3 back. So where you have come? 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2. And this is your answer. This is how you get the answer on the number line. Right? So when you say backwards, 3 backwards, minus 3 means 3 backwards. Now second problem, you have minus 5 plus 3. Right? So this is the number line. Minus 5. Where is minus 5 on this number line? Here is minus 5 on this number line. And it is plus 3. Plus 3 means you have to move towards the forward side. Right? Forward side. How many forwards? 3 forwards. So 1, 2, and 3. You have reached minus 2. So minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. Using your earlier method, how do you get this? You get the difference between these two numbers. 5 minus 3 is 2. and put negative sign because it is the sign of a bigger number, minus 2. So both the ways you can solve such problems. Okay. Next one. 3 minus 5. 3 on the number line, minus 5 means you have to move 5 steps towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Minus 2. Let us do by other method. Get the difference. 5 minus 3 is 2, and put the sign of the bigger number, minus 2. So both ways you get the same answer. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Minus 3 plus 5. This is minus 3 plus 5. So on the number line, look for minus 3. On the number line, this is minus 3 plus 5 means you have to move forward by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here you are. So the answer is 2. The older method, you get the difference between these two. 5 minus 3 is 2, and put the sign of the bigger number, plus 2. Plus 2 here, plus 2 here. I hope that you understood how to solve such very simple mathematical addition and subtraction things. What about multiplication? Now one more was left. Minus 5 minus 3. We had figured out that for solving such problems you have to add this to 5 plus 3 is 8, and always put a negative sign. If it has to be done on number line, this is minus 5, minus 3 means backwards 3 steps. 1, 2, and 3. This is the answer. Okay. So now let us go to the multiplication part. Students often get this wrong, but if you remember the trick, multiplication is also very easy. So what is the trick? If you multiply a negative with negative, you always get a positive number. So look at this. Minus 3 into minus 4. Just a minute. We'll do this in the video.